Hey everybody, this is Vin with Confreaks and Geeks, and today we're reviewing Blue Reflection Second Light. Known for the Atelier franchise, Gus is a prolific developer of Japanese role-playing games. They've dipped their toes into other properties. Blue Reflection Second Light is a sequel to 2017's Blue Reflection, which drew heavy inspiration from the long-standing magical girl genre. It had familiar JRPG mechanics with a distinct and memorable presentation and character cast. Blue Reflection Second Light further explores the intersection between mundane reality and surreal fantastic imagery. Despite being a sequel, Second Light approaches established tropes with a new lens. Let's take a look. Second Light warps players to a new reality. Ao is a seemingly ordinary schoolgirl who is confused by her new setting. While the setting resembles a Japanese high school, there are some strange differences. For example, the only other residents are a few other girls. A strange phone-like interface also gives life advice, and the perimeter is a vast expansive ocean. To top it all off, everybody has lost their memories prior to entering this world. However, by adventuring into unexplored territory, they gradually regain their memories and discover their emotion-fueled powers. The game follows a fundamentally familiar structure. Ao and her friends can craft items, explore, and strengthen their bonds via optional subquests back at their home base. The objective is clearly shown on screen and on the map, and the game has handy fast travel prompts too. Players then travel to otherworldly spaces. Taking a page from recent Atelier games like Ryza 2, Second Light has larger, more open spaces. These spaces are full of crafting materials and opportunities to climb, crawl, and tiptoe. These actions shake up the dungeon experience a bit. The map design feels carefully crafted, and the environments are fascinatingly constructed with surreal, bewildering backdrops. Furthermore, these backdrops are interestingly connected with the characters' stories as well, and the distortion effects during cutscenes can really be surprising. There's also a photo mode akin to recent Gus games that allow you to create some standout shots. Players can engage, sneak past, or surprise enemies. The combat is a unique mix of real-time and turn-based elements. Overall, it's real-time, but it pauses while giving commands. Players can manually control everyone or allow the AI to command their teammates. This combat involves using skills to score damage or defend against incoming attacks. It can take a while to become accustomed to the combat, as it initially seems visually chaotic. However, the combat becomes gratifying once players understand how to manage their resources and land combo attacks. It has a liberating freestyle flow, and unlike the original, the characters transform in mid-combat, which is a fun visual touch. Much like its predecessor, Second Light's playable roster features an all-girl cast designed by Mel Kishida of Atelier fame. This game explores the whole cast's backstories rather than closely following one character's. While there are connections to Blue Reflection and its supplementary material, Second Light stands on its own. Despite a slow start, the story quickly becomes intriguing as the characters remember their pasts, and the past and present collide in unexpected ways. There are all sorts of touching moments as the characters mature and grow. The game's base building also leads to silly interactions and dialogue selections as well. The original Blue Reflection had a memorable soundtrack with incredibly catchy battle music. Second Light continues to experiment with symphonic and electronic instruments. The school traversal tunes in this game are quite relaxing and laid back, and the battle songs feature some interestingly eclectic instrumentation. These battle songs are generally not quite as high octane as original Blue Reflections, but they are well composed nonetheless. Blue Reflection Second Light is an entertaining JRPG. Its craftsmanship shines with open areas that feel simultaneously ordinary and bizarre. The game's take on the familiar school, parallel world, and magical girl motifs is fascinating, and the game feels like a worthy successor to the original Blue Reflection. The characters' interactions and the surreal presentation are entertaining. Even though the game sticks to a familiar JRPG structure, the combat flow feels freeform and unique. Gust's prowess with creating unique JRPGs shines again, and Blue Reflection's Second Light will entertain anybody seeking a stylized adventure. Thanks for watching! This has been Vin with Confreaks and Geeks. Please check out our social media channels for more great content, and as always, stay freaky geeky.